About to talk about Tolu Smith, and this is a guy who had a career day in just about every facet today. Obviously, is important to your team's win, but how great is it to see him take a big step forward against a good team?
Yeah, he really played his best game of his young career here at Mississippi State, and I'm just so happy for him and proud of him. I thought his teammates did a tremendous job getting him the ball to start the second half. That push to start the second half, going right to him multiple times in a row. I think he scored 3 times in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Was really huge for us. And it got us off to a great start to start the second half. Just the opposite of what we had in our last game. And I thought we did a better job in the first half, in particular, attacking their press. And we had the one time where Tolu got a dunk because we were back cutting and attacking. It got shaky down the stretch. But when I look at Tolu and Abdul combined, I thought Abdul was absolutely phenomenal today. Combined with him and Tolu, they were combined 16 for 18 from the field with 23 rebounds and 38 points. And 6 blocks. That's a real phenomenal night for those two bigs, and just absolutely loved it. I thought Davon gave us great minutes off the bench today. He had 6 big rebounds. He is a great rebounder for his size. He had 5 defensive rebounds. Iverson had 6. DJ had 4. So our guards really did a great job helping on the boards, which we won 21 plus 21, 47 to 26. I thought our defense overall was good. Late in the game, though, they got some layups and some shots, but I thought our defense was much better than it was in the last game, and just happy for our team.
With regard to what Abdul and Tolu did defensively against Colin Castleton, what was the key for them, especially in that second half, to really limit his productivity?
For the most part, it was Abdul on him for 34 minutes. Tolu was on him for a few minutes, did a great job. What I thought Tolu did great defensively, Neil, was we were switching at times, and they had number 2 in the game, the Russian kid who can really shoot. So he ended up guarding perimeter players that are incredibly quick, like Appleby and like Mann, and did a phenomenal job staying in front of the ball and contesting shots. I think this is a career high for him in block shots, if I'm not mistaken, because he had 3 blocks today. He played both ends really well. 27 and 14 is eye-popping, but getting 3 blocks and playing the kind of defense that doesn't show up on a stat sheet is huge for us as well.
Yeah, tied it today. Had 3 against Kentucky too. So yeah, right on it with those 3 block shots today. Obviously, this is a win in a close game, and you talked about this in the press conference before the game. Your team's played a bunch of them. 7 of your 13 games been decided by 10 points or less. Every time your guys win one of these, with so many new guys on this team, how valuable is it for them for what lies ahead?
Yeah, we just got to keep learning from what's going on, what's working well for us, and also what we've got to improve at. Obviously, the foul shooting, again, was not what we want at 54%. We've got to be able to knock down those free throws down the stretch and when we're getting fouled. And, give Florida credit. They could have folded in the last 2 minutes, and they had a chance to tie the game in the last shot. I think it was DJ that stayed down on the 3, but it might have been Jalen. I think it was DJ, though, that stayed down and made sure he didn't foul, because that was a huge play. And, obviously we didn't want to shoot, but DJ was so off balance, he really couldn't get his balance back late in the game on that last possession that we had.
Thank you.
Sure.
We'll start with the media questions. We'll go to Paul Jones, and then we'll go to Garrick. Paul, go ahead.
Coach, you talked earlier in the week about playing a lot of guys and being able to rest. I know DJ had a couple fouls in the first half, but were you able to get that out of Cam Matthews and Davion to be able to rest some guys?
Yeah, especially Davion. I think this is a career high in minutes. Or no, maybe not, because the first 3 games we were really short with Iverson. But he played a lot of minutes, for sure the most in the conference games that he's played in. I thought he really, with them pressing, it really helps to have that third guy in there who's a ball handler who can really handle it like he can. And I thought he did some really good things for us today. offensively, attacking, distributing, handling the double teams. He had a good pass to Abdul, who caught the high post and then hit Tolu down low for an and one opportunity against their press. I thought that Davon did some really good things for us today. And I thought Cameron did too. I mean, Cameron always gives us good minutes. And, Cameron left after practice last night to go celebrate the life of his grandfather, his mom's dad who passed away, who he's very close with, and actually came back early from the service today to be here to play in this game. And, our prayers and our love are for the Matthews family and this difficult time as they are mourning the loss of, the patriarch of their family.
Swing it over to Garrett. Go ahead, Garrett.
And a quick two-parter. Obviously, when you out-rebound a team 47-26 in a close game like this, how much of a difference does that pay off? And kind of on a similar note, how much of a load is it to score on Castleton down there when he has 6 blocks?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, Castleton is, he had 17 blocks. Now, he now has 23 blocks on the year in all their games, and 13 of them are in the last 2 games. So he's really figured something out, because now he's like a human fly swatter, and especially affected us in the first half. But I like that Tolu learned from it and really finished strong inside, did some great things for us around the basket, taking his time in there, and shooting 11 for 13 from the field is pretty impressive.
Let's go ahead and go to John Sokoloff. John, go ahead.
Then, obviously, Wednesday night, you guys had the double-digit second half lead, and you guys fell to A&M. Today, Florida goes on that 11-3 run in that last minute 30. You were talking about how they came back into that game. You guys able to close it out today, but do you guys think you're getting better at closing out games as this season goes along?
John, I think it's really hard to close out games in our league. And we've, got to knock down our foul shots. I'm proud of the effort the guys gave today, coming off a disappointing loss at home to bounce back against a very good Florida team and play the way we did, who had just come off a great game of their own where they made a great comeback and ended up beating Ole Miss by 9, where they were down 9 with 6:52 to go. So this isn't a new thing for Florida. They just did it in the last game. Down 9 with 6-something left and won by 9. So they're a very explosive, tough team to defend. And, they were, I don't know where they were, at 45 or something like that in the net. This is a good win for us.
Got time for a couple more for Coach. Let's go ahead and go to Nick. Nick, go ahead, and then we'll go to Tyler to wrap it up.
Hey, Coach, so obviously you guys have one of, if not the best backcourt in the SEC. But how scary can this team be if you get a third guy like Tolu did today to step up and give you that level of production?
Tolu's been doing it all year. He's averaging double figures. In fact, that threesome of Iverson, DJ, and Tolu is the second highest scoring trio in our conference. So, he's been doing a great job, and I think he's getting better. We had the game against Kentucky where, he was really rushing, against that length and that size. And since that point, I think he's done a much better job. We just got him the ball better today. He had 7 offensive rebounds, so he got a bunch of them on his own. But we also did a better job feeding the post. And we had times where he was open and we didn't get it to him. And, we've got to watch that and continue to improve in that area.
Tyler, go ahead and wrap us up.
And before Florida went on that run to kind of make it dicey there at the end, I think they went almost 7 minutes without a field goal made. What did you see out of your defense during that stretch, and how big was that stretch for you guys to kind of build that double-digit lead back up going into the final minute?
Yeah, that was huge. They started beating us going to their right, which the scouting report says they all drive right best, so that was a little frustrating. And then fouling, they had the 1-and-1 that we fouled on. But I thought our defense was absolutely terrific today. I really did. I thought we did a great job defensively, all in all. And I'll tell you what, Castleton's a really good player. DJ Stewart guarded, Trey Mann today, and Mann was 6 for 17, and DJ had a lot to do with that. I mean, he's our best perimeter defender. I thought he was tremendous today with his defense. I thought Druzy, number 4, is a really good player. He only had 4 points, both of them jumpers. I thought, again, Tolu's defense was tremendous. Noah Locke was 3 for 10. He's one of the best shooters in our league. great job defensively. I thought Jalen Johnson did a good job defensively today, and I'm proud of him. So it was just a good overall team performance defensively as well as offensively. Having the balance today, having Abdul, we had 4 guys in double figures. We're 7-1 when we have 4 guys in double figures. So I sure like to see us get more games where we got 4 guys in double figures.